What's going on, everyone? My name is Paul. I go by the Smrtman, and today we have Chandler's 500X. Man, I'm really liking this color. What do you call it again?
Revante Red.
So this car is Revante Red. I had to ask because I'm not going to remember that. And this is the sport trim. So some cool things about the sport trim, which I like, is it has this beautiful body color caddying on the side. It looks a little beefier with some better body lines, in my opinion. And we're gonna go ahead and take it out and see how it drives, and I'll tell you guys how we feel about it. I'm kind of biased to the Fiat brand, as you guys can see over here. We don't care about what other reviewers say. We're gonna give you guys the Fiat opinion of this car. I would say it's kind of like a larger size Fiat 500. I mean, the same overall shape. It gets an extra door. I love the looks. If you come around the front of the car has kind of masculine body lines. So I like the body color caddying on this car. It looks much better than I think the plastic. This is the sport trim. So I think the sport trim brand new usually around what, 30,000 base or so. So you're looking about $30,000 at minimum. This car has these the cold weather package, and it has little elements right here. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like an orange speck. There you go, and that will keep the windshield wipers from sticking to the windshield during cold weather. That's pretty ingenious of a Fiat. It's really smart of them. If you come around the back side on the rear diffuser, you see that the exhaust pipes are actually slanted up. It looks like a 45-degree angle.
It's part of the sport package,
okay,
but you can get it on the pop with the sport appearance package.
So this car, just like every other Fiat, has the body color tail lights, which looks really cool. Look at this little all-wheel drive logo. I've never noticed that it's kind of like split in the middle too. And then you actually get quite a bit of room. I would say for a small SUV, this is perfect. Most small SUVs are going to have the same amount of trunk space. Once you lay down the seats, that's when you get like 40 cubic feet of trunk space. Pretty flat, right? So you can fit anything in here if you need it. I like how they carried over the Fiat circular headrest as well. So Chandler's going to try fitting in here in the back. It's actually pretty roomy. I mean, for a trip, it fits the bill, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's much better than sitting in the back of a 500.
I think a lot of people are just pansies when it comes to where they need all of this space and everything. It's like, it's a car.
if you want space, get a 7 Series BMW.
Yeah, or a town car.
There you go. Or a minivan. There we go.
Minivan, perfect.
Here inside the Fiat 500X, you'll notice a lot of similarities between this and the 500. A couple glaring things that point out to me as someone who owned a 500 is you get the 500 logo on the dash. I really like that. I actually think there's a compartment behind it, if I'm not mistaken. You actually have this 7-inch center screen over here. Over here in the middle, you'll see traditional Fiat kind of buttons where you have the hazard here in the middle, traction control off. A couple other things you'll notice, you got your traditional climate control here in the center. Nice little touch that Fiat added is 2 USB ports. You got heated seats because this one has the cold weather package. And then you have your traditional FCA steering wheel with all the controls that you guys need. Now, this being a sport model, you actually get paddle shifters on the back. It's a really nice touch, and it comes with a 9-speed automatic transmission. It's actually kind of comfy. I would say that. I
think the seats are very comfy.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you later. So once you're sitting inside the car, you see some nice Alcantara. I like the stitching too. So we are riding in the 500X, and Chandler's driving because I don't trust myself to drive and film at the same time. First impressions, man, it's really comfortable. The leather is nice and smooth. It's kind of like that Italian leather. It seems like a really nice, just, you know, everyday SUV, but it has that Italian flair. And part of that is like you get this inside of the car that just looks so different than any other thing on the market. So the pano sunroof has like a pillar in the middle, but even if you're in the back seat, you can actually see the sky above. That's really cool. So fuel economy wise, what do you normally get in this car?
I've been averaging about 27. In the summertime, I can get over 30 with it.
How do you think this car holds up to other cars you've owned?
I would say that the practicality is about the same as my Cruise that I had. It's obviously more practical than the 500 Abarth.
Oh, way more, because
it's a lot bigger of a car.
Yeah, I think you get, with the seats down, the 500, it's like 29 cubic feet. And this one, I think you get like 40 cubic feet. I mean, it's not a big SUV from the side or anything, or in general compared to how Americans consider SUVs, but for a European spec, it's a pretty big SUV, I would say, because nobody in Europe drives big SUVs like we do here in the States. Let's see how it accelerates up onto the highway. So normal driving.
You can hear the turbo.
Yeah, you can actually hear the turbo noises. I like how you pointed that out, by the way. You're like, you can hear the turbo. And then you got this little button down here. It looks like one of them is for kind of sport mode, normal mode, and then all weather mode. So we got in more. Oh, wow. All right, it actually has a little more pick up and go.
It's kind of a little bit more frustrating to drive in sport mode, like in a city environment, because like it will try to hold on to the gears and stuff a lot longer than you would want it to.
And Fiat's always kind of have pretty good steering, I would say.
People like to say that it's really numb, but it's like, if you want to see numb and vague steering, drive a Jeep Wrangler.
I knew you were gonna say a Jeep.
Or a Jeep Gladiator.
So I feel like Chandler has some kind of war against any kind of Jeep. So you guys, we just got done driving Chandler's 500X, and I thought that was actually a pretty cool SUV. The 500X has been on sale since 2016 model year here in the United States. This was a late model with some of the most awesome little features. I like the double moonroof. Love that orange color. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's only Fiat for sale in the United States currently, until they release the new 500e. Would I buy one? Probably. Believe it or not, me and Cody were looking at buying a 500X a few years ago, and then we bought that Impreza instead. I will say a huge shout out to Chandler. You guys can follow him on Instagram, link in the description and right here on the screen. If you guys have any questions about the 500X, be sure to drop them in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe for Smrtman content. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys take care. Peace.